Okay, we're going to go ahead and download some furniture and put it in here. And again, the overall goal is to have the room look professional. So whatever you select to download, it needs to be professional, not silly things. So we're going to go File, 3D Warehouse, Get Models, and this is a dining room. So we're going to go ahead and punch in things that would go in a dining room, such as a dining table, and hit enter, and then it's going to come up with a bunch of different options for you. So you can kind of, go shopping in here and figure out what it is that you like, and just, spend a good part of a day or two picking out the different furniture that you want to come up with the interior design in the way that you want it to look. So if I like that and I click download, it says load directly in the SketchUp model. Yes, you do want it to come right into your house. So we're going to hit yes. And you can see that the table comes in there. Now the way you drop the table in is going to be really important. We want to drop the table in so that it's on face, meaning on the floor. And that's going to be really important because then we don't have to adjust the table up and down on the y-axis or the blue axis later on. So even if I don't want the table right there, I definitely want to drop it on face and then click. And then you can see that the whole table's grouped together and highlighted. Now if I want to move the table left or right, I just need to go to my move key. And don't move it diagonally because you might be raising it up. We want to move it only on the green axis or only on the red axis. So you're going to have to take, little baby steps here in terms of setting it where you want it to be by moving it only on these axes so that we don't have it raising up off the floor. So if that's where I want it, I can go ahead and click my black arrow here and select off of that, and there's our table. Now it looks kind of small in this dining room. That's a big dining room. So you may want to just say, okay, well that's too small. Let's find a bigger one, a more fancy one. Well, let's go get some other things here and play with them a little bit here. So 3D Warehouse, Get Models, and how about let's try and see if they have a buffet table. And wow, they really have restaurant buffet tables. Well, I'm looking for more of one like you would have at your house. I'm going to go ahead and take that one and download it directly into SketchUp, yes. And we can place it on face, and then as I adjust this back, my viewpoint's going to be really important. Go to Move, adjust it back on the green axis, and then have it a little bit off of the wall itself. Now you could put pictures in here, you can put outlets, you can put lamps, you can put rugs, all kinds of things. So you're going to, curtains, lots of stuff. Let's talk about the rotation of objects. First thing you always do when you want to move an object is you click on it, you select it. Then you go to the tool you want, which is rotate, and click rotate. You can see you have a red protractor, a blue protractor, and a green protractor. If it's black, it means it's going to rotate it kind of diagonally or not straight. So we want to actually, for the table rotation, click on the floor and go click once, click twice, and then rotate it probably 90 degrees or whatever you're looking for. Actually, I don't want to rotate it, but that's how you would do that. If the table comes in and it's way too small, let's say it's not big enough, well, almost kind of like this table is not big enough, but I wouldn't recommend scale for this. You would go to the scale feature, and then you could actually stretch it out a little bit. And the problem with this is now you got chairs that are too wide, so we wouldn't want to do that. But if it was actually just drawn too small and you needed to enlarge it, you would grab it at the corner and make it bigger. But again, this is becoming bigger than real life. And the reason something would come in that would be not to scale is because somebody else drew it and then uploaded it and they didn't pay any attention to scale or dimensions. The last thing you can do with objects is you could actually explode them. So don't do this inside your drawing, but go ahead and move this outside of your room. And then if you right click on the drawing and click explode, it's basically like an ungroup feature. Now you may have to right click several times and hit explode, but then you can see it breaks it into pieces, and then we could actually select like one chair and delete it if we wanted to. Like we could make this a table with 4 chairs. If you want to explode it even further, right click, explode. You possibly could even color the chair surface differently. So I could come in here with my bucket now and find something that I want to color this with. Let's say, how about we go to markers again, and we'll say, oh well, we want kind of this burnt umber color on the chair. So you could come in here and recolor the chair to match your design. Okay. And once you're done with that, you could actually do all the chairs or copy this chair. You would want to make sure that you highlight the entire chair and tables, and the table and all the chairs, right click, and then make a new group. Then it's safe to move it back into your room. But if you move it back in pieces, what it can do is actually push and pull on your walls and kind of create a nightmare situation for you and mess up your room. So make sure it's always in a group when you move it back into here. But that's a way that you can actually edit objects. So you're going to come up with a final plan and have it furnished completely for a full 2 points.